It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello.
Oh, you picked up on the first ring, but you sound like death. What's going on, Mark?
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the dynamic. The dynamic is I'm the young one, you're the old one. I make fun of you for being old for about 60 minutes.
Well, I just passed on Sunday, I passed another revolution.
Shit, did I miss your birthday? I missed your birthday again? I am the worst friend ever.
You did. That's okay. I don't count them anymore because it's 66 now.
You got to quit keeping your birthdays a secret. I got to put you in my calendar.
66.
What day is
that?
that?
I know your ex sent me a happy birthday. That's okay.
I saw my ex on Thanksgiving. That was fine. Everything's fine with my ex. But happy birthday, Mark. I'm glad you lived another year.
I know, crazy. 66. It's like every time I think about that, I'm going, okay, now this is, you never know when your time is up because that can happen even as a baby all the way through life. You could just go down the road and be done. But it's like when you get close to 70, it starts becoming a very real possibility.
I'm putting Mark Steele in my calendar for November 30th. Remind me every year at 11 a.m. on November 30th. And I have it here. Your location is Birthday Island, which is in Western Australia. Because I need to put a reminder in there as to what this is for me. Because my mom had the Alzheimer's. I think we've all got the Alzheimer's. I've had a case of CRS for a very long time. And it's steady, I think, although my daughter's been making fun of me for my memory for years, which is exactly how it started for my mother, who died of Alzheimer's. So if I get that bad, my daughter knows to kill me.
Well, you know what? You're probably right because that's how it works. So you make fun of me and your daughter makes fun of you.
Yeah.
And then your daughter's free and clear of making fun of because she's still got that youthful bliss.
Right. But this is just like I used to do to my mom. I would joke with my mom all the time. Oh, Mom, it's going to be great. You're going to get to meet new people every day. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I was one of those people.
Well, I picked today I had to go get my eyes dilated. Yep, that one too.
Yeah. You can't even say it because it involves childbirth. That's why, right? Because you're shy. I had my eyes, had to give childbirth. I don't know how they do it.
But yeah, because I'm just realizing now when I was looking at this thing here. We always talk about remember there for a while they were trying to push this Generation Jones on us. That would be where I would fit in.
I see that pop up every now and then with Generation Jones, and I just ignore it because I'm Generation X and don't care.
But somebody actually has done the generations.
Oh, they redid them again?
Yes, and they've done it since
for Christ's sake.
1433.
So this is some millennial who doesn't have a job because they have a degree in art history and don't know why they're not making $300,000 a year. That's what this is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Her name was Roseanne Dunn.
Uh-huh. Nailed it.
And it's so funny because she says, "Which one are you?" And it's like, you're going back to 1433. I think you can pretty much wipe them all out once you get past till you get the baby boomer. And just go with those.
I don't think anybody from 1493 is going to know.
Before that. But there was an Arthurian generation.
Okay.
That went from 1433 to 1460.
And do you know who the Arthurian generation is named after?
No.
That would be King Arthur, King of the Britons. Oh, maybe I made this list.
Yes. Humanist generation. 1461 to 1482.
Do you know who named that?
A human.
Humans, that's exactly right. Good catch.
Then there's a Reformation generation from 1483 to 1511.
Oh, for God's sake. Keep going.
Reprisal generation.
Right.
From 1512 to 1540.
Sounds like a party.
How do you say this one now? Elizabethan?
Elizabethan. Do you know who that was named after?
Bethian. Yes, Queen Elizabeth. Right?
No, it was Elizabeth Taylor. She was actually very old.
1541.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Thank you.
1541.
I wrote that. Keep
Okay,
going.
let me see.
We're only in the 1500s. Is this going to be a long show?
It could be.
All right.
Okay, we got the... let me see if I can find one cool. Okay, how about this one? What do you think this one is? Cavalier generation.
That's named after a Chevrolet economy car that was popular in the 80s and 90s.
And it's and then before that, it was popular in 1618.
Oh, the first Cavalier.
The glorious generation.
Formerly the fabulous generation. That was where they were all wearing wigs and powdered faces and shit, right?
Yes. I want to know what this one is. This is interesting. The Enlightenment generation sounds like it would be like little younger than it is. This is from 1674 to 1700.
Historically, that's when hemp was first discovered to have THC. So it became the Enlightened generation?
Yeah, Enlightenment, yep. And then after that became the Awakening generation.
That's after they sobered up and their head hurts from smoking too much weed. They didn't want to be like their parents.
This makes sense. The 1724 to 1741 is the Liberty generation.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, you'll like this one. The Republican generation was 1742 to 1766.
Wow, the Republicans. So that's so when Trump is an old man. How old is he?
Let me see here. What else is there? Progressive generation. Everybody thinks it's just happening now. No, it was actually 1843 to 1859.
Honestly, Mark, that was when the car insurance first came out in the progressive generation. That's when those first commercials were made.
I'll let you make the joke here. Missionary generation.
Oh, sure. I'm sure that's not about at all what Mark thinks I'm thinking about, but it probably is.
The lost generation.
Oh, that's our parents, right?
No, this is actually further than that. This is your grandparents. 1901 to 1927.
Yeah, it's definitely our grandparents.
And then, of course, the silent baby boomers.
Those are our parents. Yeah.
Exennials, or better known as the Oregon Trail generation. That's hilarious.
The Oregon Trail generation.
1977 to 1985.
What? I never heard that.
Millennials, which is Gen Y, and then Homelanders.
The hell
Gen
is that?
Z.
That's Homelander is the bad guy in that show on Amazon Prime.
1997 to 2011. And then, of course, Gen Alpha is 2012 to present. These are the ones that are going to ruin everything.
They're breaking them down.
I'll be long gone before they take over.
Everybody said the same thing about us, old man, and everybody said that you boomers were going to... Actually, technically, you boomers did kind of ruin everything. You guys are the ones who are hanging on to jobs too long. You're keeping all the wealth to yourself. You're working into your 70s. You're not making way for Gen X to do things, and you're all pissing us off.
The one thing, though, about it, though, is at least we didn't have the 6-7 as baby boomers.
You know what? I've now decided that I actually told a friend of mine who's got a 7-year-old, and I said, "Hey, do you know what year I was born?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I was born in 1967, and then they just looked at me so quick and went 6-7. Oh my God! They actually do it. It's true. It's a thing. It happened to me.
I just think to myself. I said, I'm going back and I'm going, okay. Let me see. We had when I was coming up as a kid, we had Groovy and Far Out, and. That's about, I don't even know. I can't think of any other words.
Your whole generation was too busy with dark liquor and inventing drugs or drug abuse. That's why you guys can't remember anything.
Yeah, I honestly think that people say the 60s was a drug culture, but I think that was more of just a pot smoking culture. I think the real chemical things came out in the 70s, other than the acid.
I mean, I think I think the 60s were more about sex than anything.
Yes. And the 70s try to revitalize it at the end of the 70s when the discotheques came out.
Right. Everybody was, doing blow off of, a hooker's boobs or some girl's boobs.
Because I can remember, we were going to rock shows and things like that. My hair was on my shoulders.
Oh, so it wasn't spiky like it is now and all the time?
No, that was in the 80s.
Okay, and the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s.
This movie came out, Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you mean that's the kind of women that are out there right now? Because in rock shows, they were kind of a little rough sometimes.
So you saw all these hot girls on Saturday Night Fever, and you're like, I need to change it up.
That's it. So the hair got cut, slicked back, bought myself a leisure suit.
Oh, my God.
And I was off to the races.
Did I ever tell you about my girlfriend from middle school and high school? Her dad.
No.
We went to church together and the youth group together. Her dad died when we were probably, 9 or 10. And that was right around 1976, 77 when leisure suits were possible. And that man was buried in his leisure suit. Right now, that man is in the ground somewhere, decomposed and gone, but I would bet you his leisure suit survives. And if you took it to the cleaners,
the leisure suit did not decompose.
No,
I'll tell you right now.
That leisure suit's going to outlive all of us.
That was some of the best polyester ever made.
I think about that poor man all the time, buried in his light blue leisure suit. It's funny now
because the suits and pants and the shirts that are coming out now that are wrinkle free. Lot of polyester in there.
Yeah.
A lot more polyester than cotton because cotton wrinkles. So it's so funny. It's like I just recycled right back to polyester.
Is that what happened? So wait a minute. So what are you wearing, like tracksuits now? I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Just let's get that out of my head.
No, I'm not there. I'm not there yet.
All right. But if you ever get there, don't tell me. Don't show me. Don't turn the camera on when we do
Although
this.
I shouldn't say that because I'll probably be in a tracksuit of some sort when I come see you on Christmas Eve. Oh, my God. And then you'll go, you told me you don't wear tracksuits.
Mark, I have neighbors. You can't be traipsing in here with a tracksuit. They already think I'm a drug dealer because if there's not an electric BMW backing into the garage, there's a $400,000 Mercedes or a Rolls-Royce Ghost or a TRX pickup. They don't know what's going on. All they see are these expensive cars coming in and out of my garage. And I don't really know most of these people because everybody's a little bit older and keeps to themselves. I'm sure they think I'm a drug dealer.
You're probably right because they're going, how can that guy for $4,000?
This happened at the last place I lived in St. Pete. It was during the pandemic, so I wasn't there that much. And my car was up in North Carolina, so I was showing up in Brian's car. So I'm driving like a big snarly V8 Jaguar or a BMW M5 or a 911. And these guys are all like, oh, total drug dealer lives over there in the corner. He's all mysterious, backing the cars into the garage all the time. But then I got to know everybody, and they realized, oh, so you're just an idiot. You're not a drug dealer at all. I'm like, exactly. Yes, thank you.
That's it.
Why has everybody got to think I'm a drug dealer all the time?
All right, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I saw something really interesting on a concert promotion.
Like a web banner like that?
I think it's trying to throw some shade at other performers.
So you're interested in talking about technology for
yes, isn't that scary?
Old bands that you listen to, like those people.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm very interested in hearing how you process all this.
Erica and Mark.
Okay.
The phone call.
All right, we're back, and I'm so interested in whatever Mark is saying. I'm actually sitting here working, trying to get ahead. I'm actually doing the log right now while you contemplate whatever the hell it is that you're contemplating. So you get around to whatever you're going to do. I have things to do. It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so coming to New Orleans at the Joy Theater in June is somebody you're real familiar with. Everybody should be familiar with this guy. He's probably a legend from the 80s.
Who?
And maybe even the late 70s. Joe Jackson.
Oh, I like Joe Jackson.
Interesting voice. Great piano player.
Yeah.
Always has a really tight band.
I'll be honest, Mark. I thought he was dead 30 years ago.
Yeah, me too. I was surprised. It says, and he doesn't look much different, other than the fact that it's the little bit of hair that he had is now gray.
Huh. Interesting.
And that's about it. I mean, he's still the same size and everything else. He didn't get fat like some of us do. And it was. But here's the interesting part. It says Joe Jackson plus band. Okay, so that means he's coming with his band. I get that, because some of these guys come out solo and they can sit behind a piano and or carry a guitar and it's all unplugged and a lot of talking. But this is a Joe Jackson concert. It's called Hope and Fury Tour of 2026.
And you found out about this because of an internet ad.
Yeah, it popped up on my Facebook feed, because I go to a lot of shows and I belong to. I follow a lot of the event places there in New Orleans, because that's how I keep up with who's coming and stuff like that.
And Facebook, that's the thing that I don't use anymore, and that's how I missed your birthday. Right? Yep. Sorry. Gen X.
You know what it says underneath the Hope and Fury Tour 2026? I thought this was really interesting.
What?
It says 100% live.
Is there another way to do a show that's not 100%
Well,
live?
I've been hearing a lot of stuff and rumors and stuff of people saying that a lot of these old timers are if they don't have a hired gun doing their high notes and low, whatever notes they can't hit.
I mean, all right. So honestly, for years
that they have a it's like a Milli Vanilli has become acceptable.
This has been going on for years, Mark. I mean, people have been using backing vocals or backing tracks or something. That's not unusual, is it?
No. But I just was unusual that he says no, we're not doing it.
That's you've just fallen for a marketing gimmick, for a ploy.
Well, that's fantastic. What a great gimmick. Got my attention. Because I just thought it was really weird. It's like, how about that? 100%. Like, they want you to know that they're not putzing around with back tracks and stuff like that. I noticed that a lot.
We're going to be honest
there's a lot
with
of bands
Mark
I
and
see.
let him know that we're out here 100% live. Could be the internet tailoring the ad directly to you.
Well, I thought a plus band, I knew what that was. They just want to let you know that he's not just going to come out there and do his song, and that's it.
What song did he have besides?
But I've seen a lot of these guys from the 80s.
What else? Sunday Papers? Was that Joe Jackson?
Stepping Out. Yep.
Stepping Out. Yep. That's
Three
right.
hits that I know of. That I know of.
Yeah, I can't think of any more though.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a ballad too that came from that Stepping Out album too. There's a ballad.
All right, let me Google this.
I can't remember what the name of the song is.
Famous Joe Jackson songs are Steppin' Out, You Can't Get What You Want, Fools in Love, Is She Really Going Out With Him, It's Different for Girls, I'm the Man, Look Sharp. That's the name of the album. I just realized I don't know that much about Joe Jackson other than Is She Really Going Out With Him.
I love that. That's a song I like.
How old do you think he is?
I would assume, let me see, if he was hot in the 80s, he looked like he was kind of old then, so he's probably in his late 20s, early 30s, so he's got to be probably 75?
71. He's about your age.
Yeah.
In my mind, you're 75.
He looked old when he was hitting it. I know he's been around since the 70s.
Well, he had that whole receding hairline, and you couldn't just get on a plane and go to Turkey to get your hair fixed back then like you can now. Oh, so you know about that? You know that's
yes,
that's a thing that I saw a video on the internet the other day, and it was a guy sitting in the back of just like a regular 737, and he picked his phone up and he's scanning it around the plane, and everybody on this plane is all a bunch of balding white men. And it said, guess what our destination is? That's right, it's Turkey. They must be shipping them in there by the thousands every week to get their hair fixed.
So what are they selling over there? Are they just doing transplant operations?
Yeah, they will fix your hair. And let's see. Turkey.
What's the success rate, or what do they look like? I remember they had the spray on hair for a while that would just cover the whole.
Here you go, right here. Here's the first thing that you Google. It says all inclusive package, best clinic in Turkey, $3,795. You get a 5-star
That's
hotel.
inclusive flight. Wow.
Yeah. They will do males or females. They don't care. And they got the before and after pictures here of these depressed looking bald ass guys. And then 2 years later, these happy guys who got shit tons of hair, even though they look really old, but they have dark hair. I don't know, man. I'm kind of the opinion that if you're getting older and you're going to go bald, just be bald. Age gracefully. I could send you this, but I'm afraid you might spend $37.95 going to Turkey.
Well, I thought about what I'm going to do with this because I got a hole in the back of my head back there. Mm-hmm. That
head like a hole
that developed. Well, it's because of the. I was on a medicine for my blood pressure when I was way out of control, heavy, and way out of control with my blood pressure. And I think it was called Avapro or whatever. No, Senadol, something like that. I don't know. Whatever it's called. Anyway, one of the problems with that was you would end up going bald, and I got a spot back there, but I just decided just to let it go.
Well, Mark, you can get a free consultation for $37.95. You can get the entire FUE hair transplant method, which 100% result guarantee. You get up to 5,000 grafts, which I assume is 5,000 cornrows of hair in your head. Where do they get the hair from? They take it out of your ass? What do they do? I don't understand where the hair comes from. Post-operative checkup and washing, preoperative health checks, VIP transport. You get 3-night stay in a 5-star hotel, aftercare products. You get consultation, treatment planning, all for just under $4. So that's why you got plane loads of bald guys flying to Turkey. That makes sense now.
What is I like to know what a 5-star hotel is in India.
It's Turkey. It's not India. Turkey's not India. Turkey is actually a very. My sister and her husband went to Turkey some years ago, and they ended up staying for more than a few days because something else was going on where they couldn't dock the boat.
So why don't we have this over here in America?
Why? Because it's probably not gone through all of the rigorous vetting and testing and payoffs that are needed. So, people used to go to what? Used to go to the Bahamas, used to go to Mexico to get facelifts and get plastic surgery. Transgender people still, a lot of them go to what is it? Is it Thailand? Because they have a number of excellent world-class surgeons in Thailand. And it's
Are they better?
much. They're not only better; they're cheaper. You don't have to pay $50,000 to $100,000 here in America. You can go to Thailand and get it done for $5-10 grand. It's a pretty big difference.
Is it different? Like I know here you have stuff to do after the surgery, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think it's 6 of one,
but
half
they have
dozen
the same
of another.
Over there.
Yeah, they have aftercare there as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they were perfected it well enough that you don't have to worry about all that.
And internet says more than 1 million people a year are going to Istanbul to get their hair fixed.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's a. I'm going to tell you. It kind of freaked me out. My son really got mad at me because he said, "Dad, the one thing you promised me is one thing that our family has is hair, and you'll die with the hair you have." Because my great grandparents and my great great grandparents all died with a full head of hair, both sides of the family. Nobody was bald, no one. And who's bald? Who's going bald? Me.
Okay, so you can tell your son this. Genetically, we get our hair from our mother's father's side of the family. So if he looks at his mother's father, blame them for whatever the hell happened to your hair. It's not your fault, Mark. It is the mother's father.
But my grandfather had
No. His mother's father.
Oh, his, yeah. But I mean, I think mine was the medicine, but He said he's getting I don't know. I don't see it, but he sees a receding hairline.
I look at pictures of my grandfather on my mom's side, and my brother and sister and I, we all have about the same hairline that he had. And he had plenty of hair. My other grandfather was bald as hell, but my grandfather on my mother's side had plenty, which is why I'm very lucky. I have gotten to keep I don't have hair trouble. The only hair trouble I have is it costs me hundreds of dollars every time I go visit the hairstylist to, keep my hair blonde. Dude, if
women get robbed.
If I stop with these amazing haircuts that I get from Karima, then I'm going to age even faster than I already am. I was sitting at a Cars and Coffee last weekend with a couple of friends, and we were talking, and I was talking to this guy's wife, and we know each other from the car shows, and she looks really good, and we were talking about each other's hair, and I said, she said, well, how old do you think I am? I said, I don't know, you and I are probably about the same age, aren't we? She said, well, how old are you? So I told her I'm still in my 50s, and she's like, oh, honey, I'm about to turn 70. And then I said, well, whatever you're paying for your hair, keep doing that, because she's like, I know, that's what you have to do. And I said, oh, believe me, I know, because I have neglected my hair before, and I let it go back to my natural mouse brown color. And dude, I just look old and terrible when I have darker, just old lady hair. I
didn't know you
have
had
to stay
darker
blonde.
hair, because your hair was always blondish.
Right, it used to be, and then as I've gotten older, it's turned a little bit darker, kind of mousy brown. But my mom and my grandfather, neither one of them had very many grays, and even my hairstylist said she and I are the same age, and she's just like, I don't understand you, and I'm like, what? He's like, you have like a couple of gray hairs back here on the side that you can't even see. And that's it. You don't have any gray hair. So I could go for 3 months without getting my hair colored. And the only thing I have to worry about is dark roots. I don't have grays showing up in there making me look old.
Right.
So that's, so Mark, hair is the key to keeping you looking young. Also,
oh, yeah.
Try not to get super fat, but that's kind of hard for me because I like sugar.
Well, I know that like the gray, my gray, like I didn't shave today, so you can see a little bit into my chin and stuff. But then that's about it. And then on the sides, just a little bit on my sides near my temple, and that's it. I don't have any gray in my hair. Everybody thought I was back when I was in Fort Myers. Everybody, because I wore so much product in my hair, they thought I was dyeing my hair.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they thought that you were gay from having that hairstyle with all that product in it.
So I come in one day and I just washed my hair and didn't put anything in it. Just put a baseball cap on because my hair don't go anywhere without being told what to do.
And what did everybody say? Mark, are you okay? Are you sick? What's going on?
Took my hat off and they're like, I said, see, no gray. They couldn't believe it because Stan and Haney were going gray. And I was older than them.
This is why they hated you, because you have no gray hairs.
Well, one of many reasons, I'm sure.
I
think they still do.
You have to legally hate your program director, and that's kind of what it is. Although there's somebody that we know that I used to be her program director who doesn't hate me. Do you remember Kim, who did middays for us in Georgia, in Macon? Kim?
Yes, I do.
Kim messaged me on Facebook the other night. I haven't heard from her in forever.
Wow.
It was so nice to hear from her. She's doing great.
How is she doing?
She's doing great. She's married to a woman and has 2 kids.
Great.
I know.
Did she still on radio?
No, not at all. No, I think that her wife does insurance, and I don't know what she does. She told me, but I'm old, and I'm going to blame Alzheimer's on the fact that I can't remember what it. Maybe she takes care of the kids. I don't know. I mean, after you're out of radio, what are you qualified to do after you get out of radio? Not a lot.
No, I learned that. Mm-hmm. What did I end up doing? I ended up being a French fry tech at Arby's.
Yeah, let's not sell yourself short. You were in the management fast track training program at Arby's. They were going to give you your own store.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Didn't they?
But so was the 16-year-old kid that was my boss.
Wow. Okay.
He was also on the fast track.
And he talked. Okay, Mr. Matthews, I need you to get on those fries. Did he call you Mr. or did he call you Mark?
Yeah, Mr. Mark.
Yeah. See, I would have totally made him. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey. I know you're my boss, but you will show me some goddamn respect, boy. That's what I would have said. Man.
It was
just
so
one
funny
time.
because it was so funny because you can pick up the snap. Come on. It's like, hey, what do you think? I'm 15, 16 like
He's
you.
clapping at you. I would have looked at him and said, I'm going to put you through a wall in a second if you do that to me again.
It was a very humbling. It was a very humbling position. I'll tell you that.
You know what, though? And credit to you for going through it and doing what you needed to do. And a lot of people do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I know plenty of people who are very successful in radio and still are. But when they were between gigs, when, that gets out of control sometimes, it'll be months and months. I have a friend who sold Kias for, it had to be at least a year when they were between radio jobs, and then they got right back in and got themselves another PD job, or were back making good radio money again. I know people.
Yeah, you gotta keep working. Number one, you can't just sit around and feel sorry for yourself. And then also, sometimes you need to be humbled a little bit. That's what I got very, very humbled. With, making $10.50 an hour, and losing the house and losing the car, and and just having my motorcycle and back to rentals again and all that. I mean, it's very humbling. And then I actually learned how to appreciate what I had, and also learned how to be much better steward with my money. For sure.
Yeah, that's always a good idea when you can finally grow up and do that.
Yeah. And then once I gave in and said, "This is where I am. This is where I'm at. I'm good with this." I just said, "Thanks, Lord, for the job." And
then, ding! Here comes a radio job to ruin your life.
The next day, Val calls me up. Yeah. The very next day, Val calls me up and says, "Hey, man, you still out looking for a job?" "Yep." "Where are we going?" "Lake Charles, Louisiana."
"Never heard of it. I'm on the way."
Yeah. I said, "Where's that?" He goes, "Don't give me no crap. You said as long as you can live in the Southeast United States and ride your motorcycle. This is the Southeast United States." I said, "Yeah, but I'd just like to know what state it is." "Louisiana." "Okay, I can do Louisiana."
All right, yeah, that's fine. It's pretty far away. It's a K station. It's so far away. It's a K.
Yeah, it's a K station. Yep, it's on the other side of Mississippi.
Oh man, same thing happened to me after I got fired from my last PD job. I was just like, I don't know. I'm going to be 30 soon. Do I really want to do this? Keep, town to town, up and down the dial. I'm just going to go get a regular job for a while. And that regular job turned into working at a TV station in Sarasota. And dude, that was $10 an hour. When I went to work there, they were looking at me like, because I knew those guys. And they were looking at me like, "You really want to work here?" And I'm like, well, I don't really want to move away. I have a couple of radio job offers on the table. I could have gone to Augusta. I could have gone to Tallahassee. I just didn't, I didn't want to. And my ex didn't want to go either, honestly. My ex was like, "Nope, I'm staying here. Let's just stay here. I'm not moving to Tallahassee. I'm not moving to Augusta. Let's just stay here."
Right.
And I was like, well, you know what? We have enough money. I guess I can afford to make $10 an hour. And I'm like, running a camera during the newscast at this TV station. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it turns out pretty easy stuff compared to what we were doing in radio. And then they were like, "Oh, so you were in radio. So do you think you can run this audio board for the news?" And I'm like, "Really?" "Yeah, probably." And they're like, "Oh, that's the next difficult job next to directing." And I'm like, No, it isn't." "Well, do you have people that?" "Well, we don't really have too many people that can do this." "All right, I can do that." "Are you sure?" You need some training." So they literally ended up throwing me on there one day because I was running the camera and somebody didn't show up. And they were like, "Do you think you can do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And the director's all scared looking at me because it's all so important that we don't mess anything up. And they were just giving me shit because they were sure I was just going to fuck it all up. And no, it was fine. They were like, "Have you done this before?" I'm like, "Kind of." But this is
The soundboard's a soundboard.
You got a couple of microphones for the anchors. You got a weather guy over there, and you got 3 tape machines that you're playing back all the sports stuff on. Pretty simple stuff, guys. This is not hard. But yeah, that was done. So I still tell people that, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" "Oh, I'm between radio jobs." "Oh, really? Where do you? Well, when was your last radio job?" 1999. And they're like, "What?" Yeah. Someday I'll go back, but I'm still here. 25 years old. 25 years? Is that true? 26? See?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I have I have very little comprehension of time. I got yelled at last week about something where we were yelling about the Steelers and how the Steelers the Steelers go to the playoffs every year. I'm like, the last time we won a playoff game was like 2016. What's that, like 4 or 5 years ago? Oh no, that's coming up on 10 years now. God damn it! And it's like that with
good. You know what?
most things.
It's good we're talking about this because is this still the time? It's been a while now since I've been out because I've actually been out now for working on my 4th year. But I remember at Christmas time was always a time when they would have the bloodbaths and all us radio people would be out of work.
Oh no, the bloodbaths happen all the time now. The bloodbaths are.
Oh, it just happens that there's no rhyme or reason.
Oh
now.
yeah,
no
especially with we don't have all access to read anymore since Joel Denver shut that down.
That went belly up.
Right. So and I'm not on Facebook to see the stuff, but I follow a couple of Instagram accounts that are really good. There's one guy called Shitty Radio Jock, and he is the best source of information in radio that I have ever seen because no one knows who it is. No one knows where they live, and no one knows what part of the industry. They could be in the record industry. They could be in radio. Right. We don't know who they are. And they will talk shit about anybody. And they'll get... they'll confirm their sources. A couple of years ago, they went after somebody in Fort Myers that you probably know. I don't want to name any names, but it's somebody that our friend Brian knows as well, about being the worst person in radio. And it was somebody,
wow.
I think he worked for one of the country stations. It might have been it was one of the Renda stations. Does Renda have a country station?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I think it was somebody.
Think they still do.
I think it was somebody who either they worked at the country station or they ran the country, but they had people telling. He was posting anonymous private messages that he got from people telling stories about this guy. And it was people who worked in that building, and it was record people also. And the record people were leaving their names. Here's what this guy used to do to me. They were telling these horrible stories, and it's just like, oh my God, I really hope if some of this is true, it's bad. I hope none of this is true. Oh my God. But that guy he'll talk about, everybody getting laid off. He'll be really cool about it, or she could be a she, about people getting laid off. It'll have lists of all the names and their phone numbers if you want to contact them. But that's the best thing. This is better than All Access. So if you have Instagram, go follow Shitty Radio Jock.
I don't, but I probably should have it. I just don't want another thing to mess with.
Instagram,
I don't have to mess with it.
Instagram and Reddit are the only two that I deal with anymore. Reddit is way more fun than Facebook ever was, and you can get away from all the political crap on Reddit if you want, also, because Reddit will literally just show you what you want it to see. Like, I don't give a crap about arguing about how bad the Republicans or Democrats are. So I just don't want to see. I know they're both bad. You don't have to remind me every day.
Yeah.
So
there's a reason why I'm a non-party.
Right. Right.
On my voter's registration, non-party.
Right, but Reddit's really good for just like dumb shit. Like I like cars. I like certain kinds of cars. I like general knowledge about cars. I like looking at fake watches that you get from China, and there's a whole thing you can look at for that as well. I mean, it's very. Why are these people calling? Do they not know that we're on the air? Stand by. Did you hear my ringer? Do you like my ringer?
No, I didn't hear it.
It's the old Altel or a Motorola where it rings and it says, "Hello, Moto."
Oh, I love that. I missed that.
Now that I say
see
it
them
out
in
loud,
commercials every once in a while.
It's making me seem old now that I say it. Maybe I'll have to change that. It used to be the Jack Bauer 24 ring. Oh, I have a ring for my ex. Let me see if I can. It's only for my ex. Let me see if I can find it here. I have it here. Oh, here's my Hello Moto ring.
Hello Moto.
Can you hear that? Okay, that's the Hello Moto. This is the ring only for my ex.
Super not in the mood for this right now.
It's Archer saying super not in the mood for this right now. Let's hear that one more time.
Super not in the mood for this right now.
What do you build your own ringtones?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. This is a good one. Familiar, right?
Oh, there it is.
It's like a cartoon, like a gay bar in a cartoon. And then there's
Who's that one?
you know what that one is?
Who's that for?
Nobody. Have you heard that? Have you heard that one?
Mm-mm.
That's Jack Bauer's phone from 24. And then, yeah. And then there's this.
Hello, Moto.
That's my favorite. Hello, Moto. So we're just going to leave it that.
Hello, Moto. I still like that one.
We're gonna leave it that. And I used to have some other ones in here, but I guess they got deleted. Yeah. Super not in the mood for this right now, though. That triggers me every time. Every time that rings. Oh, what does she want? Hey, we should take a break. We've been rambling on about nothing.
Yeah, let's take a quick break, and we come back. I want to ask you a question, see if you can figure out what the number one superpower parents would like to have out of all the superheroes.
Oh, I already know.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
And we're back. Superhero power.
Invisibility.
Most parents wish they had.
Invisibility is the only answer.
Yes, that's the number one.
Of course it is.
That's
because
a survey of mom and dads.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 wish they had invisibility as a superpower.
Because
raising
that
children.
is the only true power you can have. Sure, it would be nice to fly. You could avoid traffic and get whatever you want to go. That's a selfish power. A useful power is invisibility. Because, man, the shit you could find out.
Oh, yes. Well, that would be great during the teen years, that's for sure.
Any time. What is yours? Is it also invisibility?
Well, mine would. I like time travel because first thing I thought about was, as soon as things get hard, I can move forward a little bit.
See, I mean, time travel would be fine. You know, I guess that's probably a close second because you can go back and you can send yourself a message that says, "Hey, I want you to buy this stock called Apple. I know you just bought a new car. Sell that car, take all the money, and buy Apple stock, and just drive a shit car for like 2 years."
I've seen that so many times in people's comments and stuff. They said, you know, if you could go back and tell your younger person something, and that's one of the main things you hear is, buy Apple stock.
Apple stock. That's the only thing. You could buy Yahoo stock. That went up a lot too. You could buy Netflix in like 2008, or you could buy Google during the IPO. Oh my God, I have to tell you this story real quick. There was a guy I used to work with who moved here from LA to be our programming guy. Really good guy. One of the best people we've ever had come through the station, the TV station. And he and his wife sold their house in LA, and they'd lived there, for 15 years. So they had something like $600,000 of equity in their house because it's LA. They bought their house for nothing and sold it for a ton. So they come here with $600,000 in the bank, and here you can buy a mansion with slaves for $600,000, but they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're going to rent for a year, see where we like it, kind of feel the area out. We're just going to put the money in the bank, and then we'll just go pay cash for a house, and we'll be okay. And this is right when Google was having their IPO. And I said, I don't want to tell you how to live your life or what to do with your money. And I'm not saying do it with all your money, but if it were me, I like to take chances. And I know you got a wife and 2 kids, but this is probably one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities where if you can buy Google stock at the IPO, you can keep it for a couple of years and probably make some really, really good money. And he was like, yeah, I just don't know if I could do that. It's a lot of... I'm like, okay, just want you to think about it. Don't do it with all of it. Maybe take $100,000 of it and just buy Apple stock. And if it fails, you'll still have some money. But it's not going to fail because everyone uses this Google thing, and it's just going to get bigger. And he didn't do it. And every now and then, he and I will talk or text, and I'll say, what would your Apple stock be worth today? Or your Google stock be worth today? And he's like, shut up, I don't want to talk about it. $38 million or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, even if he just put the 10 grand in there, that would have been nothing.
I know. I
And
believe
he would
me.
have made a lot of money off
I
of it.
really tried to help this guy because I really wanted him to have all this cash because his wife was great. Their kids were young and, they needed money. And I'm like, I want you to do well. I want your Florida experience to be good because we all know you're moving back to California. But if you stay here too long, you're not going to be able to afford a house when you move back to California. Because things in California are skyrocketing faster than they are in Florida. You really need to do something, and that's sure enough. That's what they did. They ended up leaving here because they wanted to move home. They missed California, and then they found it to be very expensive when they moved home.
Oh, yeah. Well, when my daughter moved from California, what would have been about 4 or 5 years ago, I guess it was, maybe? Let me see, 25?
Yeah, probably made a fortune on their house.
About 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And they sold their house there in San Diego. They lived up there by the pretty close to where the stadium is.
Yeah.
Where the football players.
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
And they sold their home, and they made enough money. They bought a home down here in cash, in Naples, actually, and then turned around, and the house they really wanted came up for sale finally. So they bought that house too, and then turned around and sold the other one.
Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? That's just. I mean, you got to have
the
a
money
house
back for that
where you
one.
can
That's
keep
it, yeah.
all of your lions and tigers and whatever the hell else she has running around that
well,
house.
that's what they wanted. They wanted that acreage and all that. Because I was in that other house, and it was a nice sized home, but it was not enough for man and beast to live.
For those of you who are new to the mandatory phone call of friendship, Mark's daughter has lions and tigers and bears and shit living in the house. I mean, like actual zoo animals.
Yes. Where they had to literally go to a zoo to take courses and get licensed to sell and buy these exotic animals.
I am fascinated by this whole thing. I would love to see some of these animals. I would love to see your daughter again. And I would also like to say this. Do either one of them have any felonies or any arrests?
My daughter?
Yeah, any or her wife. Felonies, arrests, anything? Nothing?
No, not that I know of.
See?
Yeah.
All right, so this goes with my theory. These are not crazy people. These are crazy people with money. But people who own reptiles, if you show me, I say this to people every chance I get. You show me somebody who owns a reptile, a snake or a lizard or whatever the fuck. If you show me somebody who has one of those things in their house, I will show you somebody with a felony. Every time. Not most of the time or some of the time. Every time.
Show me someone that uses a lot of skulls in their living room for cup holders and things like that.
Yep.
Like using it like art.
Yeah.
Show me someone that has swords.
Swords. I forgot about swords. Yep. Yeah.
These are all things
Swords,
that say felony.
nunchucks, little throwing stars, all the throwing stars especially. And these people don't realize that's still a concealed weapon. You're not allowed to have that with your felony. You have to be careful.
This is so funny. We had our Thanksgiving meal for Celebrate Recovery a couple of Tuesdays ago. The week before, because we hadn't talked since Thanksgiving. The week before Thanksgiving, and there was a bunch of people coming in and people visiting coming in. Mm-hmm. And one of the family comes in, and a kid comes walking in. He had to be about 9 or 10.
Yeah,
just a kid.
Yep.
And he's going. I thought he had like a plane or something. He's doing like this. You know how they do that little movement
sure.
where they're flying around and all. He's got a toy, right?
What was it?
Chinese
throwing star. He's just, woo. So did he also have a mullet when he's like, my name's Joe Dirt, you sons of bitches. Happy Thanksgiving.
Somebody in that family has a mullet for sure.
Wow.
But it was just hilarious. I'm going, you can't bring weapons into
I would have just said it right now. Which one of y'all has the felony? Raise your hand. I would have called him out right there.
We have no concealed weapons permits anymore here in this state. It's always been an open carry
same thing. Yeah,
state
same thing in
anyway.
Florida. You don't need a concealed, but
you
still can't be a felon and have guns.
Go.
No,
yeah,
no, that's everywhere. You can't be a felon anywhere and still have weapons. It's not a thing.
And they are weapons.
No, they're cooking utensils. That's what they are. We're cooking with throwing stars.
I'm sure he probably said that. They probably, if they came down to it, they probably say, "Oh no, this is how you make Christmas cookies. You put them in the dough."
Or the little kids back there.
And make the star.
Little kids back there. This is how we grill hot dogs on the fire outside, you son of a bitch.
This is the star that's on top of our Christmas tree.
Yeah. I just imagine that he swears in every sentence as he runs around with his mullet and his trucker hat and says, "You son of a bitch," all the time.
I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh my
God.
gosh, it's been a long time." And I remember when I was in shop class in middle school, we were learning how to work with tin and things like that and metal, and we were doing. And somebody found a way to press out and make these Chinese stars.
Of course,
and then and then of course the shop teachers, they were always down for stuff. They didn't.
Shop teachers are always missing like half a finger.
They were like middle school kids themselves.
Yes,
They're
exactly.
Like middle school boys.
I remember.
I mean, if a shop teacher, first of all, if he had all his fingers, he wasn't a real shop teacher.
No, he was either new or they made him do shop because nobody else would do it.
Yeah, but they would let you do stuff, and we were making these Chinese stars, and you could actually wing them, and they would stick it into a tree.
I remember making this hammer. I had to make a hammer, so he had to show me how to use the tap and die thread set. So I made the arm of the hammer first, and then I made the head of the hammer, and I thought I should make the back end of this hammer really sharp, like a razor blade. Oh, and for the handle of the hammer, I'm going to make it a really sharp point so I can throw it and see if it sticks to that wood on the wall over there. So we were throwing it like it was an axe to try and get it to stick in the wall. And sure enough, it was so balanced it would do it. Nobody gave a shit what you did in shop class.
No!
I mean,
why did they take shop out? Somebody must have did something wrong.
I mean, somebody was probably making like, "Oh, look, I just made an upper for a Glock 19 here in shop class." That's probably what happened in shop class. People are making ghost guns.
Oh, we made nunchucks and everything. We did all that stuff, man. It was fun. It was actually really fun. When you're a middle school kid, there's nothing cooler than that.
I remember the principal or the vice principal would come down to the shop class, and we all knew, the teacher taught, "Hey, if you see Mr. So-and-so coming down here, I want you guys to be real cool about if you have anything that he might have a problem with, just get it out of the way." Because he won't be down here long. Just keep it out of sight if you know what's good for all of us. And that seriously, that was a thing that happened because he knew we were doing sketchy shit. And he's just like, don't let anyone else know. And that's why we are the survivors, because we were allowed to do sketchy shit when we were kids. And I don't remember anybody getting killed or injured or any accidents. Maybe some minor accidents, like somebody cut their finger or something.
Yeah. That tin could get really sharp.
Yeah, that's about the worst accident you saw, when somebody cut themselves on a piece of metal where they should have been wearing gloves. That can happen to anybody. But the shop class. I forgot about shop class. Shop class was fun. I took home ec too. Home ec was fun. That's where I learned how to perfect my pizza mix and my whole pizza game. I still use stuff that I learned in home ec, which I still love to cook, and it taught me not to be afraid to invent things and to kind of measure by feel. I'm still really good at measuring by everybody says, "Oh, it needs a tablespoon," and here's a tablespoon right here. There. How do you know that's a tablespoon? Trust me, it's close enough. And sure enough, it is. I'm very good at that.
You can tell my wife did not take home ec because she likes to cook and all that, but she is by the book. And I never seen anybody that has so many of those
little measuring spoons. So I have the measuring spoons, and every now and then, I have multiple ones too, and every now and then I will use them. If something needs to be exact, then I'll probably measure it out. But for most stuff I've made before, and I already know, it's like chili. I don't need to measure out anything for chili. You season chili until you got it how you like it. And just remember that
that's true.
Those freaking jalapenos you cut up and put in there, just remember that those things are going to take some time to kind of marinate out into the chili. Don't make your chili too hot before it's cooked. After it's cooked, you can see if it's still not hot enough. And you just take chili flakes. Just start sprinkling chili flakes in there until you like it. And let those cook into the chili. And, my chili was always a big hit at my last apartment complex. We would have these big, just white trash outdoor gatherings out in the parking lot with my neighbors where everybody brings something. We've got like 4 or 5 grills. We got a flat grill. We got a charcoal grill. We have all this stuff to cook on. And it's like, just bring whatever you have. And, if you want one of us to cook it. And then I come out with this big giant ass pot of chili and they're like, oh, we're so happy you made chili. Yes, I did. But I do not have hot dogs. So we got hot dogs. Come over and get some hot dogs. And it was, I wish we did that here, but it's way too stuffy here in Sarasota. It was, and ironically, the place I live now, cheaper than the last place I lived in. That was expensive over there.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
If you get the real older people, they're probably leave the complex somewhere around 2-3 o'clock to catch the happy hour.
Oh, dude, we got this guy who runs this place. I see him riding around in his golf cart all the time. He looks like a pissed off 78-year-old robot whose skin has been pulled too tight around his robot face. And he just has this permanent, like, Bert from Sesame Street scowl on his face and a frown. And he does, you wave at him and he just looks straight ahead like he didn't even see it. He literally looks like an old man robot. And when you talk to the guy, he's just as pleasant as he looks. So, if you need something from the office, you'll wait till you don't see him for a couple days. And it's like, okay, they probably have the other guy, the part-time guy working. I'm going to go get a new parking sticker from him. Because that guy, if you need another, well, what happened? Well, I got a new car. Well, where's your old sticker? I'm stupid. I left it on the old car. Well, you're not supposed to do that. No shit. Well, I did. The world's an imperfect place. Well, can't you go back and get it? It's in Tampa. That is a conversation that I actually had with this guy. But
they won't stick anyway, will they? Once you pull it off the glass, it's probably
these ones do. No, these ones do. They're almost like a static sticker. So, I don't have one on my car because I have my cars in the garage. I'm not putting a sticker on my car, but I have one for Dana's car. And anytime Dana comes over, I'll just put the sticker on there until she sees it, and then she'll like, why did you put a sticker on my car? I'm like, takes her a minute to notice it sometimes. Because if you can't screw with your own kids, what else can? We went to get our teeth.
No, no sense of having them.
No, we went to get her. She's 23, so she and I still go to the dentist to get our teeth cleaned together every 6 months. And we're driving to the dentist yesterday, and we're driving down Beneva Road, and I'm coming up on the road where the dentist is, and I know how to get. I know you got to go left, and then the dentist is right there, and I'm like, oh boy, it's been a while since I've been on this side of town. Do I got to go left or right up here? She's like, you have to go left, stupid. Why would you even ask me that? And I'm like, are you sure? I don't know. I think it might be that way. I think it might be to the right where we are right now. And she's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm just screwing with you, honey. Jesus. She's like, I know where I am. I'm like, yeah, but some of your friends don't. I'm just making sure that you haven't gotten stupid like some of your friends who are from here and don't know their way around. Which is true. And she's like, who trained me? I'm like, I know, I did train you. You're right. When she was little, I drilled into her head for years, north, south, east, and west. And she got to the point when she was 10 or 11 years old. We could be in a room with no windows. And I would ask her, which way's west? And she would think about it and she would point. And I'm like, yep. How do you know that? She's like, well, because when we came in, the sun was going down that way. And it's that way in the room. So that way's west. I'm like, that's my girl.
There you go.
That is how you teach somebody situational. It's not just about teaching the north, south, east, and west. It's teaching them situational awareness, which they don't even understand that they're learning when you're beating, north, south, east, and west into their heads. But
you never know when it's going to come in handy, and it does come in handy.
Oh, it comes in handy so much. Oh, my God. And now she does it to me. She's like, was it on the north side of the road or the south side? South side of the road. Oh, okay. I know where that is. It's just so refreshing. I'm like, I did that. I built that.
I built that.
That's right. All right, let's get out of here. It's noon in the east. It's time for me to eat lunch.
Oh, yeah.
It's way past time. You already ate lunch, didn't you?
No, not yet. Getting ready to.
Really? So it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Actually, we'll be eating dinner. This is what old people do. We eat dinner.
So hold on. How does this work? You get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and make breakfast? What do you do?
No. I get up around 6 or 7 and I have a protein shake and a banana and a cup of coffee.
Jesus,
Then I
man.
eat dinner at around 12, 1 o'clock. There's somewhere between 11 and 1. And then if I'm hungry again, I'll have a sandwich or something maybe at 5.
Wow.
But usually I just go through the day.
Yeah, that's not going to work. I have to keep my full fatness going. I need at least 2 meals a day. At least 2.
Yeah. The shake is kind of fills you. So
I haven't gotten to the I need to do shakes point yet in my life. I don't know if I'm ready to give up that kind of opportunity to have sauces. I look at food as a sauce delivery system. I like sauces. I have many
Once
sauces.
I get down to under 200 pounds, I'll start lightening up on myself. But I'm still working on my weight. So
all right, man. If you're trying
I weigh 210 now.
Oh, if you're trying to bully me into doing shakes, a sensible shake for dinner, maybe I should think about that for the new year. I'm not the kind of person
The protein.
to make
I wouldn't suggest you do the protein shakes at night because they may keep you up a little bit.
So you're telling me that I should go to McDonald's and just get like a sundae or a small chocolate shake? Is that what you're telling me? I could do that for dinner?
I can't because I don't want to be in diabetes world, but you might be able to get away with it.
No, my blood work.
I can't eat a lot of sugar.
My blood work is
I gotta
all
be
fine.
careful with sugar.
No, I gave up Coke some years ago, and now if I have a sip of Coke, I'm like, it doesn't even taste good to me anymore. I ruined Coke. I used to love a nice cold can of Coca-Cola. That was better for me than any beer or any drink that you could get. A nice cold glass of Coke or a nice cold can of Coke. Oh, it was the best thing. And now it's just like, ew.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't drink sodas anymore. I drink water almost with everything.
No, that's. But funny story. I didn't lose any weight from stopping the Coke. Nothing different happened after I quit drinking Coke. But on the other hand, I don't know how bad I would feel had I kept drinking Coke. So that's what I have to tell myself.
Well, when you know that you can put your Coca-Cola on your you put Coca-Cola on your battery cables to clean the stuff off. It's kind of
I knew this when I knew this when I was a kid. My dad had some chrome wheels on his truck. And somebody told me, if you want to get rid of the little light surface rust after the winter on the chrome wheels, just get some Coke, put some Coke on a rag and scrape it. I'm like, that's not going to work. Oh my God, does that work? That works great. Coke on chrome is the best free chrome cleaner you're going to get without having to go buy some chemical. And then I realized, and I'm drinking this shit. Maybe I should switch to Pepsi because Pepsi doesn't do this. Coke does this.
They need to go back to the old way of doing Coca-Cola.
Put cocaine in it.
Yep.
Coca
leaves and real sugar, not glucose, whatever.
So as a recovering alcoholic, could you drink a Coca-Cola if it was original recipe from 1914?
No.
I would try it.
I would be addicted to it.
I would try it though. I would, because I don't really have the addictive personality thing. So I think I could try. Yeah. I'm confident that I could try crack one time and it would be okay. I wouldn't get addicted to crack.
Oh, I don't know if I would make that bet.
What's that stuff that you don't want me to buy at the Circle K?
Kratom.
I think about that every time I drive by Circle K, and I'm like, I should just go in there and take a picture of it and send it to Mark just to fuck with him.
Hey, look what I'm buying.
Hey, just so you know, I didn't know what this was until you told me. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for starting me.
I would never do that to you.
Oh, God.
That would give you a heart attack, and then I would feel bad if I gave you a heart attack.
Definitely.
That would make me stop kratom right there.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.